Ready to take in your next hometown parade is this 1967 Cadillac DeVille convertible. It's only got just over 60,000 original miles. The original owner purchased this from a dealer here in Iowa and then ended up trading it back in which the dealer kept this car until I purchased it here just a few days ago. So technically it's really a one-owner car, could be classified as a two-owner. The front bumper on the car appears to all be original. It's in great shape. It's got a beautiful shine. Headlight chrome and stuff's nice. Grille is excellent. Somebody has installed an electric fan, probably for a parade use. It turns on with the key and it's running all the time. It's got a newer interstate battery. Engine compartment was all original when it came in. We sanded it and cleaned it up a little bit, did a little paint work on there just to make it even more presentable. It's got its original Cadillac big block engine. It's got power steering, factory air conditioning, and power brakes. Engine runs super smooth and the car runs and drives down the road excellent. Hood shut's nice on the driver's side and the gap's excellent on that. Gap's good from front to back on the passenger side as well. This car has been repainted once in its life as far as I can tell, and I think that's it. Probably 15-20 years ago. It's starting to show a couple little spots where it's got, I'll point them out, a couple little scrapes, stuff like that. It does have some paint oxidation, I'm going to say, here in the front fender. Other than that, there's no scratches, dents, or rust anywhere in the front fender. It does have bias ply tires, and they're the double white wall, but this car goes down the road awesome. At 55, 60, 70 mile an hour, it goes straight down the road. So does not need a set of radials on it. Rides very smooth with the bias. Does have a little tiny little scratch here where my finger is. Other than that, the passenger side door is in excellent condition. No blisters, no dents, scratches, nothing like that. Rocker panel all looks good. No blisters there. All the way back here to the lower quarter panel, all looks nice as well. Does have the fender skirts and they seem to fit real nice. And in behind the fender skirts, there's no rust, blisters, or nothing like that on the lower quarter. So very solid car all the way up and down the passenger side. Now there's, on the front fender, there was some what I call paint oxidation, some little tiny little, not rust bubbles or nothing, but just like little tiny little specks in it. And it's got some of that as well on the quarter above the fender skirt here. So, and that would have happened with the repaint. Now this Cadillac's a super long car, and if you look up and down the sides, you can see just how nice and straight it is. It's a very straight car. Back bumper is in great shape. All appears to be original. It's got a beautiful shine. As we look in the back panel here, somebody at one point had a trailer hitch in it. So the trailer hitch was removed when it came in, and it's got a little surface rust spot there. Very good chance I ran out of gas, but we'll check that out in a minute. As far as our door goes, door jamb has a little bit of the original paint starting to check, that kind of stuff. Door panel is absolutely perfect. There's no cracks anywhere on the armrest. Carpet on the bottom is nice. Door jamb paint's all original in there. The seats are absolutely beautiful, and they're all original 60,000 mile seats. I don't think they've ever had any work done to them. All the dome lights, as you can see here, on the doors and everything, all work. There's absolutely no cracks anywhere in the dash pad. Original dash pads in great shape. Top does have a glass back window and it does have the boot. The top's in great shape. I don't see any marks or scars in the top as far as any repairs. All looks nice and clean. This car does still have original single exhaust on it. It's got, you can see it here, it's got just a little bit of crease in that paint right here in the lower rear quarter. Just a very small little crease in that quarter. It doesn't have a scratch there or nothing like that, but you can just see that. Other than that, a couple other little choppiness down at the lower door. But if you look from front to back, the car is super straight, except for just a little bit of paint chop in the door at the bottom. No blisters here in that lower quarter. Got just a little sign of surface rust tint right there in front of that fender skirt. But I think it's, like I said, it's just surface rust. There's no rust hole or nothing like that. Lower front fender's excellent. No blisters. Rocker panel is good. Does have some, it's got some little paint touch-ups like right here and a couple little spots along the edge of the door that have been touched up. Same thing up here. Has some paint chips that was just touched up. But overall, this car looks absolutely excellent. Why it quit on us. Original radio works. Does have an AM FM. Let's see if that switches over. Yep. AM FM, both sides of it work perfectly. It's got a map light. That works. Power top works great. Horn works. Wipers. It does have a remote mirror out here on the for the driver's side. It's working well. Temperature gauge works with that electric fan on there. It's been running here for a while. We got about an 80-degree morning, and it's down towards the cold. Horn works. Gas gauge appears to work. It's at a quarter of a tank. Heater fan works. Check all our power windows. Seals up nice and tight too. Back power window. As far as our rubber and stuff is excellent on these back windows. Window felts and stuff are all original. They're in good shape. Like I said, with only 60,000 miles, it's got all the original rubbers on the car. I don't know why it killed on me there. It's idling great. Started right back up. Runs great. Speedometer works as well. Like I said, it's got 60,890 original miles. Guarantee they're original. No cracks in the dash, no cracks anywhere in the door panels. Kick down on the transmission works great. Also, it's got the turning signals over there on the hood, on the top of the front fender, I'm sorry. And you can't see on the passenger side, but the driver one works perfect. I just have the wrong angle on the passenger side one, but I'll check that when I get back and make sure the bulb works. As far as our shocks go, the shocks are excellent on it. Hands are off the wheel. There's absolutely, brakes are a little touchy. Oh, there we go. Yeah, the brakes stop great. With that little, might be set up a little too tight in the back. big old girl can even squeal the tires a little bit. Transmission shifts great. You can kind of feel that at about 50. It's going to come up into third now. Four-barrel kicks in, carburetor runs great. I'll roll this window up so you can hear what we got for wind noise. But really, it's pretty nice. It's really quiet in here. There again, no hands on the wheel, does not need alignment, goes straight down the road. Four barrel works great, kick down works. As we put on the brakes, there's no pull on the brakes left or right. Just gonna try those brakes again. I'll see if I can get it to squeal again like that. Yeah, the first time, if you punch on the brakes super hard, it's gonna pull just a little bit to the left. Then the next time you pump it, it straightens right back out. So I just think it needs to be drove a little bit, the brakes. There again, speedometer works great, no bouncing around. Transmission shifts into second at 40. Shifted into third at 60. Try your brakes one more time. Stepping on it pretty firm, absolutely no pull. So, very nice. This car can be, I wouldn't be afraid to jump in it and drive it home.